for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And an inspired rendition of our national anthem. Really getting warmed up here, just moments away. We'll be back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Atlanta Hawks. Looking at the last game for Atlanta, it was a win against the Clippers. That game was a dominant performance. Always nice to win one going away, but it's just one game, and they'll be ready to go tonight. Get ready for some explosive highlights. Kenny, just how incredibly athletic are guys in the modern era?
I mean, we've had our guys with their fair share of athleticism, but could you imagine LeBron James playing in the 60s or the 70s or Giannis? Every decade, the athleticism just gets ratcheted up.
Yeah, but you look back at Michael Jordan and the great Allen Iverson, or even further back to David Thompson and Dr. J.
Yes.
Those guys would still be top athletes in the game if they played today.
Time for tip-off as we send it over to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, we all saw the media frenzy that surrounded Anthony Davis when his plans to leave New Orleans emerged. He said, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard, championships, all that stuff matters the most to me. Between money or legacy, my legacy will win that battle every time. Kevin?
Winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for James.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Rondo in at the 1. And the last 2 drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trae Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Now Davis. Outside, Green. James outside. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's Davis missing. And the Hawks with possession. Herter passes to Capella. Back to Herter. Passes to Capella to the right side. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And it's sent back by Howard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Outside, Davis. Rondo against Young. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
The pass to Young. Count it.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Here's James. He's coming off a 28-point game against Sacramento. Dishes to Davis. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Now here's James. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Collins with some nice D. Here's Herter. Guarded by Green. Pass to Capella. Rondo against Young. 13 feet away. Here's Capella. Makes it off the glass.
A workhorse on the glass. Capella ready to pounce on misses as soon as the shot goes up.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rondo finds Howard. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Here's Collins, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 4. From 11 feet away, and he knocks down the jumper.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Right wing. Rondo looking around. That one, no good. Good defensive work there by Young. For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And that one's good. Hunter.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trae Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about, Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
And finished off by Collins.
You know, an awesome decision maker in that pick and roll. Young taking whatever he sees in these sets.
Now here's LeBron, guarded closely. It's stolen by Capella. Inside, here's Herter. Good D by Howard.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
And the first one drops. Chris, we're getting into a new season, but already we're seeing teams hit that injury bug early on.
Yeah, Kevin, don't you just hate to see it? So hopefully those guys come back healthy. And, man, you hate seeing that, but I tell you what, again, injuries can always also have a positive effect. If you get that injured player back, let's just think you get to give guys time that didn't get that much time before. So they're getting kind of 2 seasons within one. The playoffs come, you get that healthy player back. And by the way, you have a guy that you've developed off the bench, and now you have a deeper team, a little more depth.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
we always talk about getting good looks, here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. John Collins, third. And, of course, Clint Capella.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
Kicks to Hunter. Pass to Collins. 6 to shoot. Pass to Capella. Fires the 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 3. Now the dish to Davis. Lobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Now, this is the chemistry Howard has with his guys. Fantastic at realizing when to go for alley-oop.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Outside Collins. He dishes it to Young. From 12 feet out. No good on that one. And the Lakers going the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync, GA. I mean, they knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
Here's Herter, following the basket by LeBron James. Outside Collins. Here's Capella. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Dwight Howard.
The assertiveness of Capella, when he's playing with passion inside, it forces the D to act. Well, to me, Clint Capella is a classic center. I mean, I love his hands. Great footwork. I mean, he takes what is given to him. He plays inside, protects the rim. And if you throw it up, he'll finish it with authority.
He misses the free throw. And with Capella, that finishing and rebounding are key to his game.
Yeah, and he's only going to keep getting better, Kevin, which is a scary prospect for every other center in the NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Green. And Dwyane Wade subbed in for Rajon Rondo. So he comes up empty, missing both.
I just love the production Capella gives this team. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. He's their defensive anchor. He finishes off with oops, and he can make nice passes out the pick and roll.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the bucket by the Lakers. Teague can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Raiders for 3. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. The Hawks trail by 12. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Most teams now look to run early and often, Chris. And there are some keys to finding success, aren't there, in the transition game?
Yeah, and the first key is you run fast and you speed up the pace, but that doesn't mean you hurry and take a hurried shot. Pacing and speed is all about getting it past half court to see if the defense is set, and if they're not, to take advantage. But it's a 2-step process. And for teams to just run all crazy or willy-nilly like my grandfather used to say, well, you're not going to do anything but play fast and bad.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks.
And a moment to see numbers for Davis. 11th in rebounding, 15th in blocks. and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play, really helping his team compete for wins. Here's Bembry. Tipped away. Dedmon passes to Bembry. He kicks it to Reddish. Carter looking around to end the drought, and the shot goes in.
And you could tell Teague was looking for a shot on that play. Always had his hands up, ready to catch him fire.
Waiters outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Dwyane Wade taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Second free throw, no good. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the 3 well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
Now Teague, after Dwyane Wade's three-pointer that didn't go. Teague kicks to Bembry. Hawks passing it around. Teague up top. Here's Bembry. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Floats it up for Davis. A rebound by Carter.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Now here's Teague. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Raiders against Teague. Raiders no luck.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Reddish's shot is good. The Lakers with the ball. 6-point game. Caldwell Pope on the wing. 1:04 left in the first quarter. Outside, Davis. Over Carter. And Davis can't get it to go.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
Now, here's Reddish. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Clock at 4. Teague for 3. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And Teague's got the ball here for Atlanta, trailing here by 8. Pulls from the top of the key, and the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers lead by 8 and will return shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
so as I'm sitting back there, he's like, there's been a trade, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine James and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, pick apart, that's pretty unique.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor at first, they had the defense scrambling.
Or just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Lakers 5 right now. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dwyane Wade. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Davis in at the power forward. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, the Hawks have been in rebuild mode for the last couple of years, but this season brings a lot of optimism. Passing on Luka Doncic, the Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking makes other people better, and also, they hope, will attract a free agent or two. Now the Hawks have added several rookies, starting with DeAndre Hunter. They believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. That free throw good from Reddish. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job, okay. We don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so, yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Waiters surveying the D. Rebound by the Hawks. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They were flat out sniping from deep. They look very comfortable pulling the trigger on the road.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Kuzma inside. Moves back up. There's the pass to McGee. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And when you look at that Raptors matchup, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
That's good from McGee.
Yeah, McGee, he's made an awful lot of stops along the way in his NBA career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team he's played for.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Howard's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Green comes in for Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Dwyane Wade. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for T. The Hawks trail by 6. Young passes to Collins. Here's Huerter, guarded by Green. And Young, here we go. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Howard. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Count that one. Rondo's got 5 now.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Rondo against Young for the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Green, the pass to McGee, and he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
Now, given McGee's explosiveness around the rim, I don't think that anyone should be surprised to see him throw it down like that.
Back to Young. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
James looking it over. McGee trying to break free. And that one's good. James. 7 points in the game.
Powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
They call him Red Velvet. Kevin Huerter, out of the University of Maryland, proved he can stripe it from day one.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now here's Rondo. Defense right on him. Second chance shot. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
James is always hitting the glass. I mean, he has incredible strength when he uses the snag rebounds.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. James, no good on the free throw. And Greg Huerter, the 19th pick back in 2018, sweet touch and at 6'7". Good size at the shooting guard position.
And the Hawks general manager, Travis Schlenk, coming from the Warriors with Trae Young and Kevin Huerter. The Hawks hoping they have a kind of Splash Brothers East.
Here is Howard after the made shot from John Collins. Pass to LeBron. And McGee kicks to LeBron. Over Hunter. James with the bucket. James has got 11.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Pass to Collins. Here's Huerter. He had 10 points in the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
James outside. Passes it to Rondo. Green dishes to LeBron. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one.
He's not playing around. I mean, he hit the ground running the first quarter, and he's only turned it up in the second.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Hunter. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to show you the teams leading the league in assists this season. In third, the Lakers.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
The pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
James against Carter. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Brian always cognizant of everyone around him.
And here's Young. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Now Rondo after the missed three from Trae Young. Rondo passes to Howard. Kicks it out to LeBron. Howard trying to free himself up. They get it back. Rejected by Young.
And you can tell he wants to improve on the defensive end. Young, great to see him come up with the rejection.
Herter passes to Collins. Young outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Rondo kicks to Green. Lakers working the ball around now. There's the three. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
That's how you play point forward. LeBron is one of the best ever at it.
Now, here is Young. 12 points for him. And it's sent back by Howard. Here's Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard. The Hawks have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And he makes the first. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Green. And it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. Teague comes in for Trae Young. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Took him no time at all on that one. Caldwell-Pope's got the lead up to 14 outs for Los Angeles. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Out to Carter, and stolen by LeBron. The finish, and LeBron throws it down.
Oh, man, the all-around game of James, capable of dominating you on both ends of the floor, like right there.
Teague, the pass to Reddish. Carter outside. He feeds it to Collins. Back to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Waiters finds Caldwell-Pope. And a wide-open look for James. No good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Teague against Caldwell-Pope. Looking to end the run, and Davis sends it back. LeBron against Carter. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Collins. So it's the Lakers now. Davis kicks to James. Loads it up for Davis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Teague with the ball. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 18. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. He's been playing extremely well lately and making some new highlights for us already in this one. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
What's clear so far is LeBron's combination of power and athleticism is still largely unmatched. Whether he's operating with the back to the basket, driving, in transition, his physical superiority usually wins out.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
The Hawks trail by 18. And so in the game for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point guard. Now, here's Capella. 6 to shoot. Collins passes to Herter from downtown, and Davis pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 18. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, G, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Hunter, the pass to Capella. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Now that's true grit for Capella. Outstanding and sticking with his shot, even when he gets knocked around.
The Hawks have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit.
One shot.
That's good from Capella. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to James. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's now 18 points for LeBron. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's an 18-point game. Here's Herter. He's guarded by Davis. Here's the floater. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
That's just superb concentration despite getting hit. James is just excellent at scoring through contact.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Here's Herter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now. He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
Hunter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the NBA seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and crisp music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old fuddy-duddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I'm going to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow, they have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah.
So he gets them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here is Davis. 11 points in the game. Over to the left wing. Here's Rondo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, Rondo just isn't afraid of getting hammered on the inside. Remarkable at getting under the skin of his opponents and forcing the issue.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. First one falls for him.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
He's off on the second.
Out of Wake Forest, John Collins quickly emerging as a top-notch scorer. A tremendous finisher, and his range extends out beyond the arc.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Los Angeles on D. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Fernando. Hits the jump hook. And players with big numbers on losing teams can be accused of empty stats. So, Greg, do you take Collins's with a grain of salt?
You look at his field goal percentage, high 50s. He's not just a high-usage player. He is highly efficient.
Here's LeBron following the bucket by the Hawks. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Pass to McGee. Loads it up for Davis. They grab their own miss. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now, here's Hunter. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. 5 on the clock. Here's Herter. A three-pointer, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Rondo against Young. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Rondo. 23 points for LeBron.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Young's shot is off.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Here's Green. Second shot opportunity, and the layup good by McGee. McGee's got 6.
And see, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice it.
Here's Young. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Davis.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
A nice shot by LeBron.
And defensively, I know we say it every game, you have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You look at James. What a contribution.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green, and it's Waiters in for Rajon Rondo. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Bembry's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Trae Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Caldwell Pope passes to Waiters. Passes it to McGee. No good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Teague drives in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. And last year, a tough one for Jeff Teague. Just couldn't put together his normal level of play.
You know, Teague missed some games with injury, but his shot just wasn't consistent. His passing and playmaking were as strong as ever, but you just couldn't rely on him to score.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Jeff Teague, one of the more calm players at the line, always looks to be in control.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws. Los Angeles leading by 22. Waiters outside. Outside, Davis. Back to Waiters. Clock at 6. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Waiters got his second bucket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Teague. Shoots the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
And the pass to McGee. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now, here's Reddish. Shoots over Kuzma. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Kuzma. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Davis. Basket good. Davis has got 15 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Raiders against Teague. Pass to Fernando. That one doesn't go. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
1:39 left to play in the third. Bembry kicks to Teague. Over Waiters. It's tipped. Dedmon with the block. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Atlanta again missing. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 15-5 run to the inside. And it's Davis with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Reddish. And they pick up 2. Reddish has got his second bucket of the game to go. 54 seconds left in the third. Waiters against Teague. Waiters passes to Kuzma. It's blocked. Reddish with the ball. He's against Kuzma. Reddish's shot is good.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now here's Waiters. Defense is right there, and that one drops.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now Teague. He's got 9. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Teague's got 12 in the game. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Caldwell Pope. Dwyane Wade is out there with Cook. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Morris in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5. Now, here is Morris. Here's Waiters. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of his guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Teague bounce pass. Back to Dedmon. And Dedmon throws it down.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Now here's Waiters. He's guarded closely. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Teague surveying the D. Dedmon. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And the reason why that pick and roll was successful was because of the pass from Teague. Just delivered it perfectly.
Caldwell Pope up top, defended by Carter. A wide open look here for Kuzma. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D-like, that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
And here is Teague following Kyle Kuzma's 3. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against the Lakers.
Teague is just so elusive on the court that he'll catch you leaning and force you to pick up a foul.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Waiters. And the Hawks making a change here. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Back to Cook. Morris right side. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Graham kicks to Bembry. Kuzma against Carter. Dishes it to Teague. 6 on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And I love that Teague didn't slow up when he got inside and went right in and drew the foul.
At the line for the Hawks, Jeff Teague. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Teague. And so Teague hits 2 free throws. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Caruso. Here is Cook from past the arc. Graham with the rebound. Passes it to Bembry. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Atlanta, DeAndre Bembry. At the line for
2. Shooting 2.
The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Now the pass to Kuzma. Over Carter. Kuzma can't get it to go. Outside Teague. Yep, it counts. Teague's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Teague is just so calm and collected when he gets near the rim.
Lakers leading by 22. Here is Cook. Taken away. 4-on-3 break. Teague with a clean look. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
And the Lakers call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Morris. James comes in for Caldwell Pope. Danny Green, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Quinn Cook. Now here's Kuzma. Outside Rondo. Right block shot. Howard trying to free himself up. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 19. Young taking his time here. To the middle. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defensive end.
Collins finds Capella. Now Young shoots over Kuzma. No good off the back of the rim. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Herter.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. But his offense has not been there for him tonight. His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. Come on. It's not a smart shot.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Hunter. The Hawks again can't hit.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something that's rarely a good idea.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Lakers have possession. Rondo dishes to LeBron. To the paint. And there's Green on the assist by LeBron.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Rondo passes to LeBron. Outside for Rondo. Offline with his three. The Hawks trail by 19. And here is Hunter. Outside Collins. To the wing right side. Shot clock at 3. Here's Herter. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Kuzma. A three-pointer is right on target. Kuzma's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Lakers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Herter, guarded by Green. Herter, no good.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's Rondo. The drive by James uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got 11 points here in just the second half. Hawks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Herter passes to Hunter. Collins with it. The Hawks working the ball around. Shots good from Young.
There you go. His first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
James with it. 13 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing. To the middle. Here's Herter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with LeBron James managing to extend his prime, the pressure is on this Lakers organization to make the most of it.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. It's the kind of pressure you want, though. Getting those superstar players is the hard part. Finding that supporting cast, that's the hard work part.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The Lakers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Now Rondo. Lets a floater go, and Capella sends it back.
An elite shot blocker in this game. Capella's athleticism and length allows him to stifle shooters.
It's Young on the wing. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his third assist on the night. Los Angeles leading by 17. Rondo passes to Howard. Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. James outside. And nothing is falling for him right now.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Lakers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for LeBron.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Now here's Davis. Outside Rondo. 6 to shoot. Outside for Davis. From deep three-point range, Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Hunter. Pass to Young. Inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, what really separates Capella is his explosiveness around the rim. My goodness.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.